Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Well, it has become tradition around here since January of this year that when we have a foundation review, we have confetti and party horns. And yes, we have another complexion product to review. Today I am delighted to talk about the new RMS Beauty ReEvolve Liquid Foundation. RMS Beauty is a brand that should be on your radar if they're not already. I, like so many others, learned about them when I first tried their blush. These blushes are absolutely just amazing, and I am wearing one of them today. I think this is the French Rosé shade. They are beautiful and they sell out wherever they have them. So nice. And so when they introduced a liquid foundation, I was ready to try it. Let's see. They're going to live up to it. I'm going to just give you a little hint. At first, I thought, oh no, this is going to be a tough road for them because we've had about 30 or more foundations that I personally have reviewed since January 2022. It is by far the year of the foundation. We have a lot of new releases, but foundations are really topping the list. I would say I'm over 30. I need to do an accurate count, but I'm kind of dreading finding them throughout my videos to count them, but let's say around 30. So I thought, oh no, what's this going to look like for RMS? Pleasantly surprised, I'll just tell you that, but I'll let the demo and my thoughts at the end speak for themselves. So this is comes in 16 shades and is refillable. The refills are $40, which is really nice because when you find a Holy Grail product and you want to go through it, it kind of is horrible to have to rebuy the whole thing. So you would only rebuy the insert for $40. Now, in terms of the original product, I'm a little bit confused. This is on the RMS site right now, I think listed at $48, and it's coming to Sephora, I think around August 8th or so. It's listed on the Sephora website, but not quite in stock yet, and then it's listed at $42. So I don't know if Sephora will adjust that, and I'm not quite specifically sure on the price. When that kind of evens out and it's more readily available, I'll update with a pinned comment, but that's where we're at right now. This is medium coverage, natural finish, clean beauty, and as we have come to expect from so many other foundations, it does have skincare ingredients as well that firm, tighten, smooth, hydrate, and balance the skin. And it is kind of nice, like I said, that they have refills available. Now, with 16 shades, you might be wondering what your shade is. Well, I was looking on the RMS site and then referencing the Sephora site, and I did see shade 22, which is the shade that I purchased. I saw that shade 22 was a light, medium, neutral. I figured that would be me. I thought, I'll send an email over to RMS Beauty and see if they respond in a timely fashion. I swear it was 3 seconds. The lovely Madison over at customer service at RMS Beauty got back to me. She advised 22 as well, but then asked if I didn't mind to send over a makeup-free picture. Well, I was using the time I had wisely, and I was in the salon chair. Here is the funny photo that I sent to Madison. I clearly have no shame. This is the photo I sent to Madison, and she was so sweet about it. She's like, oh, you're beautiful even in the salon. Nobody would say that photo is beautiful, but she was lovely and did. She confirmed shade 22, which is the shade I am wearing right now. Pretty darn good match. And I am going to show you in the video as well. It is fun to be able to share lovely stories about lovely brands. I am not the type of creator who loves to drag people through the mud. So I would just rather say nothing at all than to say something fun. But when you have a good brand making good products, and there's also good people, and you can share lovely stories like the lovely Madison who helped me out, it just makes it all the more fun and makes us feel really like a nice, tight knit community here. So it was just really nice. And I thank Madison so much because we definitely got the right shade even from the salon chair. I want to try this on now, and we're going to do about a 4 or 5 hour wear test. This is freshly applied. I've just done the demo, but at the end you'll see it after quite a few hours, and I will give you my thoughts. This is an interesting and different type of foundation. I don't want to give any more away than that. Let's just go straight to the demo. Stay right there. Okay, I'm ready when you are. I got my hair back. I have still got, if you were watching some of my other videos, I've been mentioning that I definitely had a reaction to the new Huda Wishful Eye Cream. Took it out of my kind of routine, felt better, tried it one more time to make sure that was it. It was! So I am really uncomfortable here, and you can absolutely see it. I am puffy. I am red. It's not pretty. Perfect time to try out a medium coverage foundation because the usual super light stuff I prefer is not really doing it right now. I don't know if it's showing on camera, but trust me, it's not a good look and it's more uncomfortable. Okay, so this twists up, really cool, won't leak everywhere. I'm going to put some onto the back of my hand. I really haven't tried it, so we got a lot of pumping away to do here. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's put some on the brush and get started. Oh, it's nice and thick. So it's thicker than I thought, which means I'm going to just use the product that I have already put on my face. The reintroduction of the Sonia G Kiyaki new brush, the one with both natural and synthetic fibers. Great for foundation. Okay, so a little goes a long way, we know. And give this a second to sit. I just put a little bit on my face, like a tiny little bit, very tiny, before we started. And I noticed it kind of, not oxidized, but as it sat and kind of grew to be part of my skin, I noticed it started looking really nice. Just in the little, you know, bit of real estate I put it on. As you can see, it's already starting to do that. So when I first put it on, it looked a bit yellow and a bit bright. I don't, you know, too light for my skin, but just give it a second because I noticed that. And I put it around my eyes and that's looking really good. Maybe I need a little bit of concealer, but this has almost a concealer-like texture to it. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, it does. It kind of feels like it doesn't want to budge, but when it's on, it doesn't feel like it needs to be powdered. It's very smoothing. Almost like a concealer for the face. So I'm kind of wondering if I could go back in, and since I have some on my hand still, a little goes a long way with this, if I could just kind of put it around those areas where I'm having that irritation and kind of almost use it like a little bit of a perfectly blending concealer. Ooh, I think that works. I might not need any concealer, really, with this. Maybe if I put, let's just do that. I have a little extra on. So what if I hit all those areas as if this is a concealer? Because that would be nice. I mean, you don't have to get a perfect match if it's the same thing as your foundation. And it has a concealer-like feel to it in a good way. Sounds like I'm being negative, and I'm not at all. Just the spreadability feels like a nice kind of medium concealer. Don't worry, I wasn't being rough on my skin. It's really nice. It feels really smooth. Like those skincare ingredients I can really feel in there. And I'm a mess right now. My hair's back, a mess. No makeup on, but now you're kind of seeing, I hope you can tell a little bit better than before, and all that redness and kind of even the puffiness is disguised. I'm not going to wear any concealer because I feel like this kind of served double duty in the best way, and talk about a perfect match. Interesting. All right, I definitely need to do the rest of my face so we can get a better look going. And let me come right back and then we'll talk a little bit more about this. But this feels really nice. You could powder it, sure, but I don't feel like I have to. It's kind of cool. That is a nicely perfected complexion, if I do say so myself. It is not that the foundation oxidizes. We have to be careful of these words that come off as slams and come off as negative. But as it sits on the face, it's almost like the color adjusted. So as you saw when I applied it, it seemed a bit yellow right away. And it seemed a bit too light. But as it wore, look at that. And look at it with the makeup on. It really, really became part of my skin. With a skincare product ingredient foundation, I have come to expect a certain viscosity, if that's not kind of a highfalutin word to use about foundation, but you know what I mean. You put a few dots on and it goes all over your face. This has more of a stick-to-itiveness to it. I was going to say stickiness, but again, that's a word that sounds negative, and I do not mean it that way at all. It's why I kind of mentioned a medium coverage concealer. This foundation, when you put it on, is going to spread just a little bit. So you're not going to do a dot here that will go over the whole face. A little bit goes a long way, but a little bit goes a little bit of the way too, if that makes sense. Just a little bit, and it will go, and then it kind of sticks. I have not powdered. I've used a powder blush because I use the RMS blush, and I've used a powder. I use the Givenchy powder loose highlighter. So I've used powder products over it, but I haven't actually powdered, and you certainly could, but I'm feeling fine not doing it. It has now been 4 hours. I am not having it sink into lines. It kind of feels like it's stuck where I put it. That's why I changed the term to stick-to-itiveness, and it just feels really nice and kind of innovative. If you have tried it or are going to try it, you can comment below as well. It's got a different feel than what I've come to expect from these skincare foundations. It behaves like a concealer, and it's a true medium coverage, which I really needed today. This would build though to full, and it would build to full very quickly, but it feels very light. My skin feels like it's breathing well, like I'm not feeling, you know, that heavy feeling with sometimes with medium to full coverage foundations. I honestly just want to claw my skin off. Really, it's why I generally have always worn light to light medium foundations. But these innovations with the skincare ingredients are making it feel really breathable. It's not, here's a white container, and when I do this, as you see, there's nothing against it, no film. There's no film on there. There's no transfer, and I feel like it's really covered effortlessly. I think this is another innovative, really kind of cool product from RMS, which is a brand that should be on your radar if they're not. These small, newer, younger meaning they're newer, not younger meaning in age, but in age of the brand. They're really killing it. This is an interesting complexion product that's come late in the game in 2022, you know, after what, almost those 30 or so others. But I think it's worth you looking at if you like a really nice, true medium foundation. 16 shades, less shades, don't know what to pick. Well, we saw what luck I had in contacting them with a photo in no makeup. You don't have to do yours from a salon chair, but they are incredibly helpful, so I encourage you to reach out. And let me know what you guys think. This isn't cracking. I didn't need to touch up around the nose. I have no concealer on, as you saw. I used this as concealer too. Super happy with it. Giving it a really good review, you guys. Just kind of a fun process from start to end with this. Let me know your thoughts, what you think of it on my skin, if you're going to try it on your skin. I think this releases sometime late in the first week of August on Sephora, but it's currently on the RMS site already, and you can get prepared with knowing your shade. So definitely leave your comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I sure hope that you did. If you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I am now very dangerously close to 10,000 subscribers, where we will have a giveaway and a fun little celebrational video. I am very excited about that, to share that with you guys. Come say hello over on Instagram and on TikTok too, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.